Samuel L. Jackson, the
Mhm.
sheriff, who had a mission which was basically, yeah, we need someone to investigate why the fuck there are giants.
I mean,
So
when a mother giant and a daddy giant.
you guys were given, well, specifically, Greed was given deputy status, so he has like a writ that basically says we're the fucking police.
Yeah.
Um, you guys were given like about a week or two of food, water, and other such supplies for all of you. You were given, and then you were basically given instructions like go to the Icewind Dale, search around. If you see any giants, take care of them.
Mm.
Or, but if you do take care of giants and like bring back their heads as proof or like some form of proof that's unique, then
Mhm. Mhm.
we'll give you extra shit.
We get we. Yeah. Yeah. And we didn't even have to fight one. We're just gonna claim we did it. That's
I
awesome.
believe you guys correctly claimed you just the death of the giant you just found surrounded by barbarians.
Mm.
Speaking of that, then you met a barbarian man who you guys helped, and he was very grateful. And you asked him, "Hey, where's the nearest like giant place?" And he's like, "Yeah, my tribe was looking around the area, and we noticed one over there,
Mhm.
a couple miles. However, there's two ways to get there. There's the oh yeah, sorry. Let me put on the giant's eagle.
Yeah, so we should go to the chief of that tribe and see if he wants to pay us to take care of giants also. Just double up our
Uh,
quest here.
I mean, that's probably not the best idea for no reason other than the fact that barbarians are not known for having a lot of money.
They got women, they got weapons, they
Fair,
got
fair.
animals.
But anyway, so you guys were given directions and said there are two ways to go. There's the safe way, which takes about 2, 3 weeks, depending on how fast you go. And then there's the super dangerous way that takes 3 days over the ice
Mm.
lakes. I should say he said like 3 days. He said 3 days. You're pretty sure he meant like 3 days going optimally,
Sure.
like going as like a tribesman would do who knows this area.
So it's actually going to take 8 days, but
It
more
might.
danger.
How good you guys are navigating in the middle of jack shit nowhere with
Yeah.
literally no form of what's the word? No real form of navigation beyond a direction he pointed, and yeah, you do. Yeah, so Greed can identify any ice paths if he sees them.
Mm-hmm.
So you can identify if there is a like what's the word? If there is ice that is likely to break under the weight of the entire goddamn party.
And you're saying this is the direction giants normally come from, or did they take the safer route?
Paper route is significantly shorter for a giant because they have giant fucking feet.
Sure. I'm just saying the
Every
fact that a
step
giant is traveling on the ice. I'm just like, is this really the place they want to travel over?
um so let me think. So Greed checked the ice. He can now identify areas that might be likely to break, if he can find them.
Hmm.
You guys were told very specifically, don't camp on the ice. That's a bad idea.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um, what else were you guys told? Let me see. And then there's not really a good way of. There's not like a normal way of navigation in the middle of jack shit nowhere ice town because the days are always cloudy here.
Hmm. So there's no stars to direct by.
There's no North Star, and then the sun, while exists, is not the most accurate measurement because of
And
how north this is.
are compasses invented?
You have a compass?
We don't have any compasses, but I'm just saying, have they been invented in general?
Well, it's a uncommon magic item.
Oh, okay. Okay. Fair enough.
Common magical item is the Orb of Direction because I'm not sure if actual magnetic have been invented in D&D. I know astral exist because that's how ships navigate, but
Crowning
you can't.
peak moment is questioning the mechanics of magnetism in a D&D game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then as Greed put down, you guys, there's a bunch of cats that came up, ate some of your fish, and you guys beat the shit out of them and they fucked off, including yeeting one into the lake.
Yeah.
And after that, I believe you guys took a long rest.
Because I know there's also that feat that also lets you travel in the, always know where north is, right? But
Yeah, without feet.
I mean, if we had a ranger, would they be able to travel
Yeah.
good?
If you had a ranger,
Yeah. We need a ranger.
right, motherfuckers? This is the one. This is the one campaign where Rangers Natural Explorer feature
I know.
is useful.
I made 2 goddamn rangers in the previous campaign. Both.
That's right, motherfuckers. Rangers are useful here.
Oddly enough, I actually was thinking going ranger, if only because the hunter's mark would be really useful for a monk.
Sure. Also, the range combat would be good in this one too.
Storm King's Thunder is the best fucking
Ranger module.
the best ranger module because you also always fight on like large open plains too because giants are seen above trees.
Alrighty. So, do you want some sort of navigation check to see how well we can travel in a straight line?
Who's driving?
I mean, I'm driving, but I'm open to anyone who has a higher survival or whatever we're using to navigate.
Who's
We don't-
navigating?
I
I can navigate.
because that was my job. But I figure I don't know how to drive this thing, so I can literally just point out directions. Worst case scenario, I could
And
stay beside him up front and point out any dangerous looking areas, since I kind of figure we're going to need to keep doing this for a few days, which I imagine will be at least a few con checks.
I will say I do not have vehicle proficiency. In fact, probably the best one to drive would be Doug if he has that jack of all trades thing going for him.
But he's your
Why
horse.
do you have vehicle proficiency? Why
Because
does Doug have vehicle proficiency?
does Doug have vehicle proficiency? Hero
What is
proficiency.
proficient in fucking land vehicles? It's because he's a fucking folk hero.
Yeah, folk
heroes-
hero has that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So let me get this straight: the knight does not know how to drive a horse, and the random fucko from the squire does, though. The squire does.
To be fair, I know how to ride the horse. I just don't know how to do it with the cart attached.
Apparently.
Oh boy.
What the fuck is this?
This is random character time.
All right.
So
So
you made a sniper who can destroy anything you can shoot at, but you can't shoot at anything because your accuracy is so shit. Yeah, okay.
all right. So Doug will drive.
Alright, I'll sit to the side of him as he has the reins then, sure.
Greed is to the side because Greed's the navigator. Congratulations, Halo, in your own cart and horse in the back.
Oh my god, this is depressing.
You even have had this cart like in the universe for a couple of years now. You just never learned.
Yeah. I mean, I at least should be sat shotgun, because, like, I am going to have to leap on the horse as soon as shit goes down.
That's the navigator seat, though.
Okay, yes, but then how am I going to get on the horse if shit goes down?
Very
Big on the horse already.
Ah, that might work. Will that work?
okay.
Let's give it a go. I'll get on the horse as you drive.
The horse looks very nonplussed with this.
Very nonplus? Pleased, you
Yeah,
mean?
no, I mean nonplussed.
Oh, he doesn't care?
Yeah, he just absolutely he is unperturbed.
Oh, that's fine then.
Surprised and confused about how to react. That's the
Yeah.
definition nonplussed off of Pocket Dictionary.
No, I mean the second definition of not disconcerted, unperturbed. There are two definitions of nonplussed, and they're opposites. It's a great word.
I mean, when I was asking, is it okay? It's like, is it going to affect your ability to drive? Like, am I in the way of your sight? For say.
It should be fine.
Alrighty, that works. That works well for me and works well for everyone. Let's try to travel north then.
All right, agreed. I'm going to need you to make me a survival check to properly navigate. Is anyone acting? So wait, hang on. I believe I actually have in this game the old navigation rules for D&D, which no one fucking uses because no one like travels for extremely long distances
Okay.
without just like hand wavy them. All right, so we need a lookout, a navigator, a driver, and a quartermaster.
What do those roles entail?
Navigator makes survival check to be able to discern, where exactly you guys are fucking going. The lookout makes a perception check to make sure that you guys, well, among other things, aren't about to get fucking jumped by giant fucking polar bear sharks.
Mm-hmm.
And the quartermaster watches the food.
What roles do they do?
They just watch the food. They make sure
Right.
They make sure everyone eats at the end of the day.
Well, I have a terrible perception, like only +2. Actually, my perception is -1. Actually, and looking at the wrong stat. And my survival is also -1, so I don't think I'm good for any of those jobs.
+5 to perception and survival.
Let me see. I'm pretty sure those skills of mine are also garbage. Yeah, -1 survival, and I do have +2 perception though.
Yeah, it's better than mine.
To be fair, since we don't exactly have a map, it's probably just me keeping the vague direction of where we're going. Vague direction of where we're going while looking out for spotty chunks in the ice.
And would either of our intelligent bird pets be happy to like fly above to be a spotter?
See Kevin like drinking a mug of hot cocoa. Oh man.
That gives me flashbacks to Helga. Thank you.
He puts on his and like his little beanie.
But my cocoa.
All right, let me finish my cocoa first.
And I think we had another pet bird, or was that?
Rum's bird, but Rum's
Oh, Rum had the bird. Okay.
can fly. That's just like something he can do.
Sure. So should I be the quartermaster, even though that hat literally doesn't have any role to it?
The quartermaster, aka make sure people don't make sure you don't accidentally lose food to just like birds coming into your fucking place and eating your grain or shit.
So he's supposed to look after the equipment?
That reminds me. Just as a side note, since we do plan on going slow speed for most of this, I imagine there'll be stretches where we can speed up at least a little bit. It does give us +5 to perception, I think.
I don't know.
I might be remembering the rules wrong. During travel speed, there's an increase to stealth and perception for going slow. Or maybe just stealth. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Well, stealth is half movement, I remember that.
It was specific to travel.
Yeah.
Double checking travel pays for and I believe you are correct. Yeah, if you go like, if you, so there are three different kinds of travel. Hang on, why the hell is the travel pace table?
And while you're looking for that, does anyone know why
Yeah.
I? Okay, go on, continue.
Okay, so here's how it works in the Dale. If you go fast, you will be, you'll be fast. You get -5 penalty to wisdom, to passive wisdom scores. Normal, you go normally, nothing happens, and slow allows you to be able to stealth. It doesn't give you a bonus.
Ah, my apologies.
No, you didn't know. You're just asking questions.
That's from the PHB. I think the DMG has other options, but we're going to use the PHB option.
So I guess theoretically we should be using normal speed since it doesn't exactly give us bonus unless we're actively trying to stealth.
What are you
Group decision.
hiding? What are you hiding from? The weird ice polar bear shark things?
Yeah, we're pretty scared of those. Probably had nightmares.
Well, I'm pretty sure they could spot us anyways. The only thing we really need to do is stay on the thick ice. So, theoretically, normal speed? I mean, unless you want to try stealth, I don't know if it'll work.
That would be considerable disadvantage in a wagon.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no disadvantage in trying unless we roll on that one and draw attention to ourselves.
Hey, I'm gonna check what the weather is real quick. Okay, it's a cloudy day in the Dale, and then now you have to choose your travel pace.
They changed the dice rolling fucking Benamajig. Right, I am. God damn it! I've rolled 2 like 3 times for my dragon skin. I think I'm acid again. I fucking hate being acid. That's the worst one.
The drug or the corrosive?
No, 2 is poison. I'm poison, which is meh, pretty bad.
The drug or the corrosive?
I don't. I'm sorry. What's going on?
Well, you said acid, and I said the drug or the drug or the corrosive, and then you said poison. Then I said the drug or the corrosive.
I was talking about the dragon. My ability to change dragon skin.
Well, it seems like my joke fell flat.
Yeah, I don't know what you mean.
Anyway.
Anyway, back to my comedy, right? Sketch.
Back to dragging around. You're given 3 weeks of provisions, so let me put into the wagon 3 weeks of provisions.
Alrighty. And we also saved yesterday because we had that fish.
Yeah.
So you still have 21 days of food and water. As well as how
Or
much
if we...
you guys have individually.
Yeah, does anyone know why I have 8 temporary hit points and I assume I lost that after we took the rest?
Doug.
Yeah, we got that from Doug.
And I do lose
And
that.
yes, we do lose it when we do a long rest.
Okay, that's gone.
Rations is everyone has individually on them. Because I know Doug has like 10.
I have 0, but I got hit once or twice, but I'm only missing like 3 for my max.
And about Doug, does he have like levels the same as us, or is he like a levels behind us?
Doug is a PC along. Well, Doug is a DM PC along that's coming along with you guys because you guys don't have a fucking healer. and I knew you guys wouldn't build a fucking healer. Except for Mindy. Mindy doesn't count because Mindy's an artificer.
We can't.
I
Others can be a
can
healer.
heal, but it's not my focus.
Yeah.
I just wanted to build a fucking Aetherborn.
Alrighty.
Saying because I know you guys. I know you guys, and I know you like DMPC healers, like fucking Snake. Well, the DMPC support characters.
Oh yeah. We don't want to be the
I
utility.
remember Snake. Snake pulled us through.
No matter how GM makes clerics impressive, no one wants to play them.
Clerics are
I
great.
don't mind playing them. I just didn't want to play it this time around.
Sure.
Besides, I played a healer before. Remember, Celestial
Yeah,
Warlock?
absolutely.
Yeah, right. You did. I remember. I forgot about. Oh yeah, I forgot about Nick.
Oh, and I did play a paladin, which kind of had healing powers.
Yeah.
Like
I
I
think
said, it's
healing is
just-
different from being a healer, Mindy.
Like
Sure.
I said, it's just this time none of us wanted to be the healer. We all had our own little character ideas we wanted to do. It
Yeah,
just
which
happened
is
so
great.
happened it wasn't the healer.
Anyways, how many rations does everyone have?
I currently have my starting 10 days rations. None of that was affected. Lots of... Let's see what a dragonborn eat. Other lizards, I suppose. Oh.
I mean, I could dump my rations into the thing. That would loosen like 22 pounds for me.
Oh, are we over, bud?
And then Mindy, how many rations do you have?
Trying to. I should have like 10.
Does the corpse of Guinness or rum have rations?
What in the world? Oh, okay. Here we go. 10. Yep.
Cool.
Oh yeah,
Sorry,
that
no.
reminds me. Before we officially headed out onto the ice, I would have liked to check up on that blood spatter painting, see how it's doing, see if it hasn't been damaged and other whatnot.
It seems to be fine.
Oh,
You know,
all right.
exactly as you painted it. You look it over, you uncover it, look it over, looks the same, cover it back up, put it back in the cart.
Its wealth has not increased in value. Its value has not increased, I should say.
I'm not looking for value. These are basically personal images that I'm painting for me, and that's it.
That's not true. You were trying to sell them.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Well, I
you
wanted
were.
it.
It's just that you couldn't do a single painting that wasn't average at best.
All right.
Right, let's go.
Back to the plot. So, what is the pace you were traveling at?
Do we want
I'm
stealth?
Just yeah, I'm just like slow or regular.
We'll go for stealth. I assume everyone has to roll stealth. If you want.
Everyone rolls stealth, and we take the average group stealth.
Oh, is that how it works? Okay.
Have a group stealth, and that's how I do group stealth at least.
I mean, I have to do disadvantage because heavy armor. Fuck me.
All right. Going slow.
And that was the weakest. But wow, another nat 20 stealth.
Eee.
There we go.
I love how the person with the highest stealth got the lowest roll. Alright. Gonna fucking average these real quick.
It's gotta be like 16 or something. That's pretty good stealth.
I'll
Let's
say
see.
because of
Karina.
natural. Let me see. That's 19.
40, 50.
Let's see. 39, 59, 63, 73, 81. 81 divided by 5 is about 16
There's
point
only
something.
4 rolls.
Divided by 4. So I'll round
Oh,
up to
sorry, I saw 2. Sorry. I mean, probably law.
And what's the... I mean, is there a factor by the nat 20s? Does that...
1 moment.
Two net 20s. What a waste. We could have used those.
Well, we got one of them at least.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
No,
yeah,
but I
yeah,
rolled.
yeah. Because I'm disadvantaged, so that net 20 doesn't count. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Man, I'm glad I rolled the 2 on the stealth check and their survival. Because if I rolled poor on that, we're going. The wagon's going to the water, and we ain't getting that out.
Mm.
I guess we just live at the bottom of this ocean now.
Apparently.
And we all magically grew gills, and now we're doing an under the sea adventure.
I'm back. Oh yeah, I'm giving. Yeah, so your guys' group stealth is currently 18. Is at 18.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Now then, here we go. Now it is. All right. So now, who's gonna navigate?
That'd be me.
All right. Roll a survival check to be able to navigate in given that you were given a direction and just pointed a direction by some dude.
Is he being assisted
Alright.
by Kevin?
Yeah, I'll help. You can be assist. You can roll at advantage because Kevin is your eye in the sky.
Well, thank fuck for that. Oh,
Fuck
no,
for
that was a stealth, but okay.
What's your survival bonus?
5. Literally one less.
Okay.
All right, so 23. So yeah, you're pretty sure you're able to. You basically hang on. We also have Doug make a land vehicles check to actually drive the goddamn thing.
Go,
Yeah.
Doug, go, Doug, go. Doug.
For his part in helping me out, I pull out one of my rations, which I plan on munching on later. Maybe some, and pull out a piece of dried fruit or 2 for him.
It swoops down, takes it, and eats it. Nom nom nom.
Num.
So yeah, so Kevin's you're eye in the sky. Doug's driving. You don't see anything really happen. You manage to have Doug steer out of the way of a couple of the thinner areas of ice.
Wait a second, wasn't there supposed to be a spotter, a perception check of some kind?
I'm getting to that.
Oh, right, okay, sorry.
All right, and Archel, you're the spotter, aren't you?
Sure.
Make me a perception check.
1 perception check coming right up.
I didn't order this.
15.
Yeah, not terrible.
So you're looking around, seeing basically eyes on the horizon, making sure that nothing comes towards the cart.
Mhm.
There doesn't appear to really be anything in this area on the ice lake. You look down. You think you see the sign of something white and furry in the water, but it goes away really quickly.
It's just some frozen dwarf drifting by.
That thing scared the mess on me. It looked like a bug on my screen.
What, the...
Kevin, I think.
Yes.
And Kevin. So yeah, for this day... Let me...
Kevin's pleased he inspired fear.
So you camp out for the night. Quartermaster, please go into the wagon and expend 1 day and turn that 21 into a 20 for food and water for the day.
Is that the wagon stuff?
Wagon stuff.
Okay. Wagon. And
Alright.
we used, what, 5 rations?
No, just get for the 21 days thing. Mark off 1 day.
Oh, okay. I didn't know it was a day for all of us. Okay.
It is a day. Mark and Southwell gave enough for you guys for the entire party for 3 weeks.
Ah, I see.
Nice. So, during our break, I'll drop a chunk of my stuff, usually get out, and survey the ice around us to make sure that it's nice and thick, and look for any possible weak spots that the dudes could jump. Just a quick checkup and seeing if I can see anything on the horizon.
Yeah, roll me perception and advantage because you know what you're looking for.
Oh, cool.
Damn.
All right, 12. You look around. The ice around you, well, because you've gotten to the far bank of one of the lakes, one of the ice flows, if as you will, and it doesn't. Wait, actually, never mind. You guys went slow. It has been 8 hours, and you're still on a lake.
I thought we went medium speed.
You went
We
slow
rolled
because that's
stealth.
y'all
Oh,
wanted.
okay. Okay.
So you have the option of continuing a forced march at this or a different pace for a couple of hours, or camping out on the ice.
Can we spot any, like, little land masses we might be able to camp on instead?
There do not. I'll say that Greed's perception can count for that. There do not appear to be islands of any kind within this lake. It's a large lake.
Mm. I'd say we continue on until we reach land.
It's going to be days.
I mean, let's just force ourselves through it, man. I don't care if I have to stay up awake. I mean, we could take shifts sleeping in the back of the wagon, if that helps.
That's not the problem. The problem is the horse being tired. Unless
Nah.
look over the horse, unless you think you can go days.
Horse looks at you with like the look of I'm a fucking horse, dude. I'm not a god.
Did we establish this if the horse could talk or not? Or is that only when it's funny?
It gives us looks.
It just looks at you in such a way that makes you think it can talk.
Right.
Actually, BM, I have to ask. If we found a druid and for whatever reason decided to and had resources for awakening, could we use it on this horse? Would it even work?
No, not work on this. This horse has an intelligence too high to actually be awakened.
Okay.
We could do it in the car.
You could a living object.
Then again, maybe we could use it for Hovix.
Okay, that's me.
I don't think you have anything in like the large span of things that you can actually awaken at this moment if you have a druid.
The
But
cheese. Let's make the cheese.
You can't awaken cheese.
Whatever. Let's just continue.
Anyway. So you guys are gonna continue on a forced march. Are you gonna change your pace, or are you gonna keep going stealthy?
I think we should continue stealth until we see reason to speed up.
I agree.
At least until we find a sufficiently thick ice mass to rest on.
And there's a
That's
question.
any
Oh,
thin ice.
and there's a question. I'm like reading Volo's guide about these ice creatures. Does it seem like we could outpace them if we went fast on the wagon, or would we be forced to fight them?
Old guide has shit on these Mahorus.
Damn. Then we don't
Yeah,
know.
that's kind of why I made my own entry in the in-game version.
Oh, I see. I mean, okay. I still nonetheless ask the question: do we plan to fight them or try to run from them if we encounter any of them? Or should it depend on the size of the attacking group?
It would depend on the size of the attacking group. If we come across giants again, I agree that we should just run.
Oh, okay. Well, sure.
But if we come across a rabbit, I say we have dinner.
You got Hovik's hopes up that there was a rabbit, and it's like, oh.
There is no rabbit here. Alright, here we go. Alright.
This is not the rodent you're looking for.
So we've got ice sharks, but no ice rabbits. This is bullshit.
I'm just checking all my forced march notes because this is like the first time I've actually had to use exploration rules in D&D.
Now, to be fair, I've always known they existed, but I have never been in a game where a DM has actually used them.
What, ice rabbits?
Well, no, like
The rules.
the D&D travel rules.
Right.
Rules. Alright, so then, given how long this is, I will need everyone to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, nice.
Is that only for
Uh-oh.
walking? If that's the case, shouldn't the horse be the one making it?
I mean, we're staying up, we're concentrating and shit, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. It just seems
Miles.
incredibly odd that
Er,
we're doing it whenever we're
Wait,
just sitting in the
that's
car.
not me.
Kevin will have to make it.
There we go. 13.
Kevin.
Damn.
13.
This session
No,
is
even
cursed.
even though you are just even though you are not physically moving, the amount of attentiveness and what's the word? The amount of attention you need to pay to every little bit of your surrounding. Doug controlling the horse, Reed looking around, Archel also looking around, and Hovix making sure no one touches the food will still cause you mental taxation, causing you to make the Constitution saving throw. All right, cool.
Yeah.
I just need to have Doug make his. Cool. Doug's got a level of exhaustion.
Oh, we didn't complete the circle.
I'll go and rub his shoulders for him.
And the horse is starting to get tired. The horse is starting to breathe. Doug and the horse are starting to breathe heavy now.
Do we need to stop and rest?
And let's find a nice thick piece of ice to rest on then.
Yeah, during our travels, I would have tried looking for that. Because I'm already looking out for thin pieces of ice, and it would be that much of a stretch to look for a really thick, really big piece of ice.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Significantly harder to find a really thick piece of ice. You can find a not thin one easy, but you can't see how far the ice goes with a thick
Yeah,
piece.
just an area with not many thin pieces of ice.
Alright. I'll say that you can find one in your immediate area if you want to stop for the night after. Let me just check to make sure I have everything here. You have covered that many miles or that many miles. Okay, cool.
Besides,
So
if it would be like early warning, if like we heard cracks underneath the wagon. I'm sure that's the heaviest fin in our party.
We'll need to set up a night watch. Meanwhile, looks like the horse.
Sure. Horse and dog need to rest. As I said, I've got no night vision, so I should do it whenever it's the lightest out.
Is it still light now?
Let me see. You guys are traveling. Yeah, it's still pretty light out now. Yeah, you guys have quite a while until it gets dark.
Alrighty.
You left at around 10 a.m. You guys have been traveling for 9 hours, so it's around.
I go set up several campfires and
Spring, so it's set. Yeah. It's starting to get dark. It is not dark.
Okay, while it's still daylight, I'd like to immediately check our vicinity just by, like, I don't know, tapping on the ice just to make sure that it doesn't sound too.
hey, that's not bad.
Just
Testing
for, like,
it. Yeah.
hidden spots. And since I am the lightest, I would drop off my gear to make myself 89, well, 90-ish pounds.
Roll me a survival check to discern the thickness of this ice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the ice directly around you guys seems thick enough to sustain you through the night. Like, it's not going to crash unless something happens to it. Like, maybe a campfire melting part of the ice.
Yeah. Still gonna set up that campfire if no one stops me. No, I'm not that dumb. Average intelligence. I wouldn't be that dumb.
Don't start a campfire in the middle of a frozen lake, guys.
But how will we get warm? It's cold out.
Yeah, everyone cold as shit.
It's cold.
You guys aren't suffering from extreme cold because everyone bought winter clothes very specifically before we left.
Ah, that is a good point. Okay.
You guys are still cold as shit. It's still very uncomfortable.
Ah,
You're just not-
damn. Did we
We
skin?
long for the days of a hot bowl of soup.
Did we skin that ice cat we fought? Because that would have been a nice light blanket.
Neither of them died.
Oh, really? I thought we got
Really?
one. Okay.
One jumped
Oh,
over, I ran
yeah.
off, then I punched the other, and some other shit happened.
You
and
let
then it went-
it go, I believe. Yeah.
We let him go.
There wasn't a need to kill it.
Spread. Well, Okay. So I'm taking the first watch. I'll roll perception then.
I can take second.
I'm good with whatever.
Are you sure it's not nighttime?
Here's done. So you're like looking out over the ice, and then you just stop because it's ice. And like when you're looking out normally in like a forest or something, there's something to entertain you.
Oh yeah.
In the ice, there's nothing. It's just ice and snow and cold, and it's miserable.
I guess there was the sound of cracks.
Yeah, and the very small sound of cracks. But don't worry about that. So you're just so imagine you, Hobix, not allowed to like light a fire and like the just fucking shivering like.
It's fucking bullshit. Can't even light a fire to warm myself. This is ridiculous. I can't even see anything out here.
Hugging the horse, or Doug's like leaning up against the horse, like basically using it as a pillow, and they're both warm and fine.
I look very jealous at them. Envious, sure.
Goddamn bullshit. So your watch passes by without you noticing anything at all. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah. I might even get the next person to take my watch early without them knowing. Because how would they know what time passed?
Who's on second watch?
I am.
Right.
Alright.
Go, Mindy. Imagine you're like a half an hour early. Like, yo, it's your time.
Yeah, remind me of your character's name again. I can't read it ever.
Archel.
Archel. I just like nudge you awake. So, Archel, it's time for your watch, please. And I like
a bit early.
No, it is right time. I like rip away your blanket and take your spot.
Fine. I get up and I take watch.
Do you sleep in your cold weather gear, or do you like take it off, put on some jammy jams, and then snuggle up in your sleeping pack?
I imagine I would have tried it and quickly realized it's far too cold, and then just put my winter clothes back on.
Yeah.
Alright, Archel, you make a perception check as well, as you're, also not having a good time.
13 again.
Yeah, you do hear the sound of like something munching.
Something munching.
Just like off in the distance or relatively close by?
In the cart, in fact.
Oh,
In the cart.
yeah, magic cheese. Yeah.
Would you like to investigate?
I would like to investigate.
Someone's stealing our food.
Yeah, no, you see a very fat and happy possum in your cart.
God damn it. These
Because, like,
Well,
or rather, no, a very fat and happy fox in your cart, I'll say, because foxes actually exist in the jail.
well, that's not very convenient.
We shall name him Mr. Foxy's.
He appears to have eaten a couple of days' worth of your supplies.
For fuck's sake.
That is very not convenient.
That was doubly my responsibility to make not sure it didn't happen.
The price to pay is dinner.
He looks like this fox. I sure this fox is like the size of you, Mindy, because it's also a small creature.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
Like you're like, and he just looks like have you ever seen a dog who's like eating a whole rack of ribs?
Well, no.
Just imagine that, though. Imagine that, like that same like
I can imagine it.
smug, proud look with his like belly.
Yeah.
He's all looking soft and like
Had a Labrador dog who ate a full chicken. She was very happy with herself.
sort of like looks at you and finally notices you looking at him, and he sort of like stands up and like looks at you, looks to like the door, looks to you, looks to the door, and then starts running.
Can I cast Snare before that happens?
He just casts snare. Let me double check it. I believe you can, because snare is an action, if I remember snare correctly.
Snare is 1 minute. Oh,
I'm like
jeez.
imagining you like, I'll snare him, and like he jumps out halfway through you casting snare.
And you're like, snare! Snare! Holding your hand out each time. It's like, why isn't this activated?
Shoot.
Has gotten away
And
scot and
how
he
fast are foxes?
50 feet.
I mean,
50 feet.
this one's pretty fat though.
Can I throw a firebolt at it?
Yeah, you can shoot it with a firebolt.
Yeah, a fireball on the ice. What could go wrong?
Well, I'm not shooting
about
at
it.
the ice.
To be fair, since he's in the air, if you miss, it goes into the air.
Oh, really? Okay.
Not in the air. The
Unless you're
fox is on the
aiming
ground.
down.
Hang on, I'm currently looking up the stat block of a fox, because I'm pretty sure that fucking misses.
God damn, we need a new lock for our car. I knew you would
It's
make
an
it.
animal. I think that actually just barely hits. I imagine its AC would be like 12, maybe.
Foxes are fast though, so I imagine they have a bit of.
Every next miss.
They
Get
are fast, but I do
in.
remember that most animals having 10 to 13 AC on average, even like bears and stuff.